Hey Dwayne, how you doing? This is Brad over at Go RV. I just wanted to introduce myself and put a face to the name so you know exactly who it is that you're talking to and who you've been dealing with and all that stuff. But more importantly, I want to introduce you to the Cougar 32 BHS that I have behind me. Now, I give you a better shot of it right now, but we're right next to a highway and it's super windy, so hopefully you can hear everything that I'm saying. I'll give you a quick walk around and then I'll start to get into a lot of the big features and all that kind of stuff as I get inside and you can probably hear me. And hopefully my cameramanship isn't too terrible. But I'll give you a quick walk around of this guy. Now, Cougar's been around for a really long time. Obviously, they've been the king of the industry for a very long time. They've been one of the best sellers across the entire industry for about 20 years in a row. Now, when you sell that well for that long, you can leverage your dealers to get better parts for cheaper and always stay ahead. So they kind of bully the industry a little bit. When they have the side-by-side comparisons and stuff, they can price themselves right next to their competition and kind of blow them out of the water. Now, I didn't have quite enough juice on my battery pack to get the bedroom slide out quite quick. But in the interest of saving time, I got everything else open for you. So yeah, I'll give you the tour here. Now, one of the cool things that I want to point out here is actually your utility panel. One thing that I really like. They have a lot of really nice quality of life stuff, and one of the big things is having everything all in one spot with your utility panel. And even to winterize it, I mean, it's all bypass and then you're done. Super simple. Great big pass-through storage. Now, you'll also notice this little spot over here. This is actually a spot for an inverter for a solar system, which I'll get into a little bit later as well. Plus, you have your 6-point auto leveling over here as well, which is also really nice. So you're cracking your first beer in the first 5 minutes. You just push a button and it'll level itself out. Now, as we get around to the front, you have your big fiberglass cap and everything like that, but a few really nice quality of life patents that are really nice too, where for all the features that they have, this one is actually pretty cool. They have this light here is directly in line with your pin box, so it makes it hooking up and everything like that really nice. Plus, you have road armor on your pin box as well to reduce that chucking that happens, which is awesome. You have your solid step up front, and on the outside, your jumbo outdoor kitchen, and you have road armor on your suspension as well. So that's a bit of a U-joint. Basically, it gives you about 6 inches of play on either side, reduces the road shatter, which is awesome, and it makes it a lot nicer to pull as well. So they've really thought of a lot of stuff. Sorry, I'm switching around the camera, so. Now, I'll open up this outdoor kitchen for you so that you can take a look. It's one of the very few models like this that actually have the big jumbo outdoor kitchen, which is really nice. So you have your cooktop over there, big beer fridge, and lots of cabinetry inside for storage and whatnot, and a lot of counter space and a sink as well, which is awesome. And a little light switch to light it up if you're using her at night. Now, I'll bring you on to the inside. You have your keyless entry in here. Also a nice little quality of life thing. But now, coming onto the inside. Alright, now you can probably actually hear me, which is a lot nicer. Now, coming onto the inside, you have your boot dinette, your couch that'll turn into a bed if need be. Lots and lots of cabinetry over here, and lots of counter space with your with the big wing on your island or your kitchen here. I'll try to zoom out here. Then all your entertainment and your pantry and all that kind of stuff. Over here, this has to be fixed. We just got it in, so the trim is falling there. But taking a look at this guy, lots of open space. You have electric fireplace over there for electric heat, which is also really nice. Coming into your bunk room, which hopefully you can see. A little dark. I'll open up the windows here. There we go. That's better. So you have your great big top bunk. You have your fold-down couch on the bottom for extra sleeping if need be. Then another bunk, and then a stack bunk over here. So pretty unique little floor plan as well with your entertainment center, and then lots and lots of storage, both in the bunk area and over in here. Now, when it comes to some of the big standout features with these guys, before your eyes glaze over from all the tech specs that I'm about to throw at you, the big stuff to keep in mind about these guys just in general is that they're the only ones in the industry that have a warranty for year-round use, a true warranty for year-round use. And where they get that is by basically having a mini mock-up of a real house's HVAC. So they have inline heating, just like a real house, doesn't go off any splitters. So you shouldn't have any reduction in airflow or anything like that. No cold spots throughout the trailer. Your water lines run through the floor, not the underbelly, just like a real house to prevent freezing, as well as individual forced air on your lines. Heaters on the tanks themselves, which are isolated, insulated, and have the heaters on them with their own forced air. Multiple layers of insulations, one big thick one, one really dense one, and then a layer of thermopan or radium foil to keep in heat, which is really nice. And the big one is you have a vented breathable attic space through here. So living in it, cooking in it, breathing in it, going through different climates, it handles like a real house would. Allows it to breathe, which is really, really nice. Now, there's a lot of other really big standout features, but that's getting a little bit into tech-specky territory. All of their windows are all laser precise cut, all laser precise fit. The form factor itself is all laser CNC routed. So they stand out in a lot of ways. They don't have to rely on the same tricks a lot of people do, where in general, for everybody else, it's just a guy with a router. Goes through, cuts out your windows from there, right? And if they screw up, you get what's called a Friday wall, where they fill it in with slats and insulation and stuff like that, tricks to reseal it and stuff like that. They don't have to rely on those same things. So, bedroom as well. Coming through here. So, access on both sides of your bed, so you're not stumbling over each other, lots of cabinetry. Now again, this will slide out, goes out a fair ways, so you have a big wardrobe over here, and then your ensuite bathroom too, which I will squeeze in here. So you have your medicine cabinet, sink, plenty of room in there, and then a little spot to mount your TV and everything like that. Now, this guy over here is another nice little thing that I wanted to mention. So this is your in-command system, this little touch panel on the wall. What that guy's going to do is that'll connect directly to your phone. And it controls your slides, your HVAC, your awning, all that kind of stuff. So if you don't want to be screaming at each other to see if you're bashing into anything with your slide, you can just walk outside with your phone, open it up from there. If it's really, really hot out, want to turn on the AC or whatever while the dog's hanging out, you could do that just while you're hanging out outside. If it's really, really windy and you're in bed and you want to bring in your awning, you could do that without having to get out of your bed, stuff like that. And a lot of people think, well, it's a computer. What if it screws up while I'm in the middle of nowhere? We haven't run into that yet, but if it ever did, you have a manual override in your pass-through, and it's super, super simple, just a little dial. Go to slide one, awning one, whatever, and then turn it on and off, and then it'll go in and out and so on and so forth. So for the most part, that covers a lot of this. Along with the construction as well, they use a thicker grade of aluminum, but they also dual weld every single connection. Even my side-by-side comparisons guarantee you everybody else in the industry, you just have a tack on the corners. These guys, they dual weld the entire structure, which is really nice. Also, they're very proud of their warranty, very proud of industry best, and what that actually means is for pretty much everybody else in the industry, they all have the same blanket warranty where it's 1 year and 3 year, 1 year bumper to bumper, and then a 3-year structural, right? These guys, they cover a lot more with that structural. So a lot of places will, or a lot of people will outsource their slide box, their chassis, all that kind of stuff. These guys don't. They cover it because they build it in-house. So hopefully that covers everything and answers a lot of your questions. If you have any more, or if I think of anything else that is relevant for you or anything like that, then I'll give you a shout, and feel free to give me a call here at the office, 780-986-0444, or on my personal cell phone, 780-289-1732. Hope to hear from you soon. Thanks.